students. Now we will look at the seventh numerical on vapor power cycles. Steam enters the turbine of a steam power plant operating on Rankine cycle at 10 bar 300 degrees centigrade. The condenser pressure is 0.1 bar. Steam leaving the turbine is 90% dry. Calculate the adiabatic efficiency of the turbine and also the cycle efficiency, neglecting pumper. Asked in VTU exam for 10 marks. See here he has given the inlet condition as 10 bar 300 degrees centigrade. So let us see the what is the situation, whether it is saturated or superheated steam. And second, condenser pressure also is given. Okay. Now the steam leaving the turbine is 90% dry, means the outlet condition is given, that it is 0.9% dry. Dryness fraction is given. So we have to find out the turbine efficiency and the cycle efficiency, and we have to neglect the pumper. So at 10 bar from steam tables, T saturation is equal to 179 degrees centigrade. That one is 180 degrees centigrade. But here that temperature is 300 degrees centigrade. So this is superheated. Hence, the given operating temperature 300 degrees implies steam is in superheated state. So when it is in superheated state, the TS diagram will be like this. This 6 to 1, this line will come because of superheating. Otherwise, it is straight like this. Okay. Superheated. This is isentropic drop, and this is the drop due to the friction now. Due to the efficiency, this is the 2 dash is the actual drop, and this is the theoretical drop, isentropic drop. Okay. So the given details are boiler pressure, that is PB is 6, P6 is 10 bar, T superheated T1 is 300 degrees centigrade, condenser pressure, that is P2 is equal to 0.1 bar, X2 dash here he has given as 0.9 dry, and to find out the adiabatic efficiency. Now what is the adiabatic efficiency of the turbine? Actual drop is this much, theoretical drop is 1 to 2, so actual divided by theoretical. So H1 minus H2 dash divided by H1 minus H2 is equal to turbine adiabatic efficiency. Now he has given that condition, inlet condition 10 bar and 300 degrees centigrade. As you know, it is in superheated state, so you have to only take the enthalpy of the gas, that is 3052, and you have to take the entropy of the gas, that is 7.1. And now that is at 0.1 bar condenser pressure, you have to two values of the enthalpy and two values of the entropy. Okay, both the values of entropy and enthalpy you will take at the fluid value HF2, then SF2. Then you will take this is evaporation, latent heat of evaporation, HFG2 and SFG2. Okay, because it is in wet state. So in wet state you are taking these two conditions, saturated liquid and evaporation. Now what we will do, you know, entropy at 1 is equal to entropy at 2. As a entropic drop it is. So entropy at 1 is a gaseous state, 7.12. Entropy at 2 is in fluid state, SF2 plus X2 into SFG2. So you will find out X2. X2 the stream is 0.86 dry. Now this X2 I am going to substitute in the equation for this H2 is equal to HF2 plus S2 into HFG2. Okay. So what happens? By substituting these values, you get H2 is equal to 2256 kilojoules per kg. So the equation for turbine it becomes H1 minus H2 dash divided by H1 minus H2. So that is 0.888 or 88% efficiency. Now you have to neglect the cycle efficiency. So the Rankine efficiency is equal to turbine work divided by heat supplied, that is H1 minus H2 dash divided by H1 minus H3. So H1 is known, H2 dash is known, H3 is known. So you get the efficiency as 24.7. Okay, this is a very simple and straightforward problem because he has given the dryness fraction at the end. Here he has given the dryness fraction already. So based on that you are able to calculate the because he has given the dryness fraction, H2 dash you are able to calculate because H2 dash is equal to HF2 plus X2 dash into HFG2. So the SFG is common whether it is for position 2 or state 2 dash. Okay, and HF2